All right. Hello. How are you? I've been better. I have been grappling with this software and this computer for the last 4 hours, if I'm being honest. It's been super not fun, but now we're back. Thank you guys so much for waiting. Definitely sorry that took forever. It will not let me use my 4K camera. Okay. It will not let me use it. So I have to use the crappy MacBook Pro camera, and that's just kind of where we're at. However, I still have this. Thank God, right? Okay. So, thank you guys for being so patient. Of course, once again, I am so sorry. Welcome to All Signs. We're going to be seeing what's coming towards you, just kind of whatever comes out kind of thing. Keep in mind that these are general readings, so you want to make sure to check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Obviously, I am taking super chat questions tonight, and if you want to book a super chat question during this live, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. I will, from here on out, be doing $5 super chat nights every Monday. I know that there are certain people there that would get the normal $5 super chat questions, and I understand that I have not made that readily available for you guys, so I'm going to start doing that every Monday. I will be live again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so the $5 super chats will not be an offer any other day but Monday, so something to keep in mind. And then on Wednesday and Thursday from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing one-on-one private sessions on Hypsee, so something else to think about. Besides that, I hope you guys have been okay with these pick-a-cards that I've been doing on Saturdays. I just feel like the all signs gets a little monotonous for me, right? So if you guys have any recommendations of something else that you would like, please let me know. Other than that, I think we are kind of good to go. Thank you, Rick. What's up, Pinky? Hello, Underdog Tarot. Shout out to Rick and Lori for being here. And obviously, shout out to my other mod, Complexity. She obviously lives in well, not obviously, but she lives in another country. So we're not in the same time zone. But I just absolutely am in love with Complexity. And she's just always going to be a mod. So, what's up, Shannon? I was about to riot. Well, don't do that. I mean, I know I've gotten to know you in the past few weeks, and you can talk about 3,000 miles a minute. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Vanessa, pick a card is a really great addition. V. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Um, okay. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else that I need to tell you guys besides the fact that I'm really aggravated and I'm trying to like get very zen before I do this reading. I'm so sick of the damn computer, honestly. I wish I could just like go off the grid. Wish I could just like go off the grid and just go to another planet or an island or somewhere where there's no people and I could just completely delete all my social media. Sometimes that's just like a little non-pornographic fantasy of mine. Um you want coffee too? No, absolutely. I'd definitely be on coffee, espresso, blonde to be exact. All right, Kinez, if you're here, please play Ethel Kane. Thank you. She never talks until I speak to her first, I feel. So I feel like I have to call her out of her little hidey hole. Damn, I really like my hair and that thumbnail, like tonight's thumbnail. I really like that. Like my natural color. That is just fucking sexy, right? I'm kind of looking now, I'm like comparing myself. Like I'm looking at the thumbnail and then I'm like looking at this hair color and I'm like, I don't know about that. But then at the same time, I feel so plain, like so plain Jane, humdrum, with it. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm still holding on to like an old physical identity or if this is just what makes me feel comfortable or if I'm denying it completely. All right. So let me put on my Ethel Kane. Whee! Yay! All right. Here we go. Is she there? Yes. Playing Ethel Kane. Thank you. Hair fleek. Delaware Tom says, I love it when I go hiking and do not come across anyone of an hour. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. I love that. Like I'm definitely one of those people where I'm about quality, not quantity when it comes to people, right? Food I could really go for anything. um but I'm definitely one of those people. I like to keep a small circle. Before I was like, "Oh my god, everybody's my friend. I want to be everybody's friend. Everybody can be saved." And it's just like, ugh, you got backhanded by life. You're like, damn, I kind of just want to go live on a mountain somewhere where it's only like goats or whatever lives up there. What's up, Red Advantage? You're one of the most beautifully celebrated women inside and out that I know. Oh, well, thank you. Wow, feel like I just won a Grammy. Different angle, I like it. I don't. It's the crappy camera. What's up, Fly Chi? I've never seen you in here before. Who sent you? No, I'm just kidding. The most beautiful thing about you is you're as well as they come when they do, which is not you're as well as they come when they do. Wow, that sounded like a ring around the rosy, like you're as well as they come when they do. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? All right, I'm gonna stop talking now. But it's nice to see you in here, Red Advantage. It's been a minute. All right, you guys, so let's do it. Let's see what's coming up here. Venus trine Mars on Saturday. That's nice. That's really nice. I'm excited for that. Damn, you know what? I should have freaking checked. I know I have the transits written down. Did I leave them? Ha ha ha. Let's see. What is today? The 20th? What's going on for this week? Oh no, this is my personal. This isn't general. Okay, here's the general. Let's see what's going on this week. Oh, you guys, also for the Sun conjunct Pluto, you're definitely going to feel it today. I certainly did. And you're going to feel it very strongly tomorrow as well. It'll be exact tomorrow. Those horoscopes are up now on my Instagram. So if you want to check out, what's up, Bestie? If you want to check out your rising sign horoscopes, you can find them on my Instagram. The horoscopes are only available on my Instagram. For now, they're only ever going to be available on my Instagram. So my Instagram is my name, Violetta Alexis. You can check in the description box below. So let's see. So obviously, today we're definitely feeling that sun conjunct Pluto. Mercury is sextiling Venus. That makes for really nice conversation. Good to talk about money. Good to talk about relationships. Certainly opportunities to form some. Tomorrow, Sun conjunct Pluto. Definitely big transformation. Sometimes you can see like sometimes you can see health issues come up with this one. This can definitely be like I don't want to freak anybody out, but sometimes it can be like the passing of like a solar figure or some kind of patriarchal figure in one way or another. Great creative expression. I feel like this is really, really great for creative expression, in my opinion. Then we have the 22nd is Mars is making a sextile to Uranus. Mars is retrograde right now. So the things that we're revising were the Cancerian houses in our chart. There's an opportunity for us to break out of some kind of change, for us to do something differently, specifically with maybe home or money, self-worth, self-value, things like that. And then, yeah, I like the Venus trine Mars on Saturday. That looks fun for me. Fun for me because I'm ruled by Venus. Okay. Not fun for you. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, Barbie. Okay, guys, let's do it. Oh, yeah, you guys, I'm sorry. I keep getting messages. Valeria, what are you doing? Oh my God, you guys can see my cat. Oh my God. I'm sorry. What are you doing? I'm so sorry. Sorry, you guys know I'm obsessed with my cat. Oh my god, she's so funny. God, I'm sorry. Okay, you're in a good mood. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay. Stop being weird. God, I'm obsessed with her. All right, so let's do it, you guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming towards you for this coming week here. You know what? I'm just gonna make a video about the memberships. But yeah, you listen, nothing happened. Your account is not, in the deficit. It's not, it's not that you didn't have the money to pay for it, or it's not that there's some weird conspiracy theory going on. It's just simply that I canceled them for now. I refunded everybody. I'll just make a video about it because I know people are confused. Hey, I can't believe I found you again. Last I followed you on you now. Oh, God. Let's not talk about that. Just kidding. Hi, Rebecca. All right. So let's do Aries. What's up, Karen? Karen. Yeah, I love cats. Cats are so funny. All right, Aries. Let's see what's coming towards you for this coming week. Let's see. I kind of want to check out your mood for this week. Let's see your mood. All right, Aries. Two of Pentacles. Definitely in a balanced energy. You're taking care of things. You're able to keep all of the balls in the air. You're making practical decisions and you're being responsible. And look at that, the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant is definitely a very stable energy. It's taking care of business, standing your ground on things that mean something to you, that are worth something valuable to you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in the material realm, although with the Two of Pentacles, that can certainly be the thing. There can be a decision that you're making in regards to a commitment, or there can be sorry, like my nose is running. I swear I don't do coke. But there can be a decision that you're making in regards to like spiritual, or I keep going over here to my other camera that is not working. There can be some decisions that you're making in regards to spiritual or religious beliefs, or some kind of commitment, like I stated before. But it seems like you're pretty grounded. You're doing your thing. It looks very stable. It looks very slow and steady wins the race, not impulsive, very unlike you. So we love to see it. We love to see the change. Let's get one more. The Four of Wands in reverse. It feels like it feels like you're really sticking to your guns about something. It's almost like you're waiting to build something, or you're currently in the mode of trying to build something before you have some big celebration. Or, like for instance, this can be something like I'm planning my wedding. And so I'm trying to make sure I'm doing what it is that I need to do before we have this big celebration. We can't have it yet. Things still need to get in order. I still need to dot my I's and cross my T's. That can kind of be like the energy. Let's look at what else. Okay. What is it about? Okay. Some of you can be wondering, if maybe you've made a bad investment somewhere. And that could be what this is. Maybe doing kind of a cleanup on aisle 5 energy when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your money, when it comes to spending. Maybe you're budgeting or something like that. But the devil in reverse likes to show up when there's an awareness, or you need to have an awareness about something that can be quite toxic. It can be fears that are keeping you from some level of success, and it's around the Four of Cups, which tells me that you're maybe not seeing something clearly. Like, it's almost like for some of you, you may feel like there's no way to solve a problem, or woe is me, or poor me, or like, it's not enough, or it's too much, or there's always something wrong, right? I feel like the Four of Cups is sometimes the person that just always tries to find the fault. And so it's saying that it doesn't have to be like that. There's a choice that you need to make. You just need to take your time making it in regards to what you're invested in. So if you truly feel like there's something in your life that is taking more from you, then that's asking you to probably invest elsewhere. But it's asking you to be aware of whatever this either lack of gratitude energy is, or this woe is me, or this poor me energy, because it's telling me that you have plenty to work with. But unless you change your perspective, nothing else is going to change. Okay. Now, this could obviously be somebody that you're dealing with in your life. Woo! You're going to get a second chance with that Wheel of Fortune and that Eight of Cups in reverse. You are going to get a second chance at something. At what? The Six of Wands. Ooh, fame, maybe. There can be something that you failed at before, something from the past where you feel like you failed at it, and now there's a comeback around. There's a chance or an opportunity for you to get it back. It seems like some good karma is coming back in your life. So for instance, maybe for some of you, it's also something that you did in the past good for somebody else, and now it's coming back to you. Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Cups in reverse. And with that Six of Wands, I feel like you guys are getting praised. You guys are getting a pat on the back in some way. It can be that you're getting recognized for some kind of contribution that you've made. Let's see what your advice is. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius and seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So I feel like this is what it's saying about that devil in reverse and that Four of Cups. It's asking you to stop getting lost in the details. It's asking you to show some kind of gratitude, or to be able to change your perspective and see all the beauty that's around you, or see the beauty that you have to work with. And I feel like that's when you're going to see the greatest potential for this week. That's what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. God, I know I put on deodorant. I am just a sweaty lady. So gross. I have a feeling that the Gemini part of my chart is where it's going to get weird this week. Where it's going to get weird this today and tomorrow is where Aquarius is in your chart at 1 degree. That's where it's going to get a little weird. But listen to your intuition. All right, let's see Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and see. You know what? What is going to get weird? I think Jupiter is still squaring Saturn, if I'm not mistaken, in Gemini. Jupiter and Gemini squaring Saturn and Pisces, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that it is. I don't know, but I also don't know your personal natal chart, so I have no idea. Okay. So let's see. Mercury is going to conjunct Pluto on the 29th. That rules Gemini. So you definitely want to see what Mercury is doing. Anyway, I'm not going to get lost in the sauce here. Okay, let's see. Taurus, King of Cups. All right, so you're showing up as a masculine. So for my feminine Taurians, keep that in mind. And then you might need to reverse it, okay? So the King of Cups, definitely one of my favorite kings of all time. I love the King of Cups. He's certainly very mature, or she. Okay, they're not gender specific, but it is masculine. And this is somebody who is very mature. This is somebody who is almost like a therapist in a way, or somebody who is able to hold the space for another's emotions. Very emotionally mature. For some of you, you may be in love with somebody with that King of Cups there. And then we have the Seven of Wands. It seems like you're trying to maintain some kind of relationship in your life. Or for some of you, if you're dealing with a challenging situation, you can be showing up as the higher vibration of the challenge. So what I mean by this is, let's say at work, you end up getting in some kind of argument with, some shitbag that works with you, and he's really cutting below the belt. He's being really passive aggressive, and you're still standing up for yourself, but you're not hitting below the belt. You're not being passive aggressive. You're standing on your own 2 feet. And you're still able to be mature about it. So for those of you that are not in a loving relationship or are not talking to anybody, that's what that could also mean alternatively. Well, 10 of Cups. Okay. So for some of you, it can definitely be about maintaining a relationship with somebody else. Definitely a lot of happiness, a lot of love, a lot of emotional support. You could be spending time with your husband or your wife or your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the case is, your family. If you got kids, I definitely see some success in this area. And for others of you, it can just be about standing up for your family or trying to maintain a family relationship or a romantic one. Then we have 9 of Cups. Well, I like that the King of Cups is here. I like that the 7 of Wands is here. I like the 10 of Cups, all of that. The King of Cups, 10 of Cups. I mean, that's all beautiful energy, right? But the 9 of Cups is like, well, what do you want? You know, because it might be that you're the one that's showing up for everybody. You're the one that is, right? Because the King of Cups, he's not super like emotional. He's not going to just delve his feelings and, you know, like a Pisces or something. I love you guys. I'm just messing around. But he is going to allow that space for others. He is kind of like the liquid rock, you know, and he can hold the emotions of others and creates a very safe space for others. And with that 10 of Cups, it tells me that there's probably other people involved. You may be trying to solve other people's problems, etc. But I think that you also really need to make sure that you're taking care of your own individual needs. I think that's very important. The Knight of Wands in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse. There may be something that you were once passionate about that you feel like you lost passion for, or you're afraid you're going to lose passion for it. And so this may be a time where you need to kind of regroup. It doesn't mean that you have to like ignore your family, ignore your spouse, ignore your, you know, whatever. But it is also about taking care of your own personal needs, which I think is going to be really important. Love it. It's showing me that whatever is happening this week, you seem to be pretty damn happy with the outcome of it. So, 2 of Swords, this is very, like, this is all peace, in my opinion. You know, the Temperance and the 2 of Swords in combination is very peaceful, friendship, maybe a reconciliation for some of you. This can be making a truce with somebody, right? With that 7 of Wands. Excuse me. I feel like you guys may be going out, socializing, doing your thing. I just see like positivity pretty much all around. Just make sure that you're also taking care of yourself. Expect powerful change this week is what it says, and doors are opening. You decide, rewards, and wild card. So I feel like you have to open the doors that you want to open at the end of the day. That's what that feels like to me. I feel like that's when you're probably going to see the biggest change. I feel like you're probably going to be thrown a wild card this week, but it's up to you on how you want that to go and what you can gain from that. So thank you so much, Taurus. I really appreciate it. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do that at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Let's move on to Gemini. What's up, Brooke? How are you? All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you have going on for this week. Okay. I need one more. Okay. You might be I'm getting drained from this. The Moon in reverse with the Ace of Cups in reverse. This can represent somebody who's very emotionally drained. And sometimes the drainage can simply be from suppressing your feelings in one way or another. And so I feel like that's where you guys kind of are at. I think that there are some fears that you have. Let's see, 9 of Wands. Oh, goodness gracious. You're pretty tired. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, take a load off if you need to. I think it's really important for you guys to find some kind of emotional outlet this week. So whatever that may be for you. I know that when I do some writing or when I, you know, read other people's poetry or listen to other people's poetry or even sometimes going to the gym, it just depends on what kind of like sad I am, you know, or angry I am or whatever. But I think it's good for you guys to have kind of an outlet like that. I see you coming out on top in some kind of area of your life, so I don't think you're really sweating it too hard. I just want to make sure you guys are taking care of your emotional well-being this week because you seem to be a little drained. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles. It can be with a colleague or a coworker of some sort that you just don't seem to be on the same page with. It seems like there may be some kind of missed opportunity that may be what is draining you. Maybe it's something that you've worked really, really hard for. You can be in this energy of like, oh God, you know, 5 of Swords in reverse. I can just never win at anything. I can never overcome. Okay, well, remember the last time that you thought you weren't going to be able to overcome whatever that thing was, that breakup, that bill, whatever, and you did, and you're still here and like you're alive and everything's great. Great. This is probably the same thing as well. You're not going to die. It seems like with that 9 of Wands, you're coming out on top in some area of your life, but you're not going to probably see that in the moment because you're going to feel a little bumped and bruised, but you're coming out on top. So something to keep in mind. We have the Death card, the 10 of Swords, and we have the Star in reverse. This is complete evolution, in my opinion. This is when the change really begins. You know what this makes me think of? This makes me think of when I talked about when I got sober. I'm not saying that that's what your thing is. Maybe it is. I don't know. But it reminds me of when I was telling people on a stream, I was like, listen, usually sobriety happens not when everybody else is sick of your shit, but when you're sick of your own shit. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting here. And so I feel like you're going to be sick of something. You're going to be sick of being drained. So you're going to put an end to something. You're going to put a pin in it. And from there on, I feel like that's when the healing can truly begin. A time to give rather than take. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, addiction, and let God in. Okay. Well, this is a new moon in Virgo card. And then we also have coping mechanisms. So it's making me think of the 6th and the 12th house. So the 6th and the 12th house, these houses very much go together, just in different ways. Where the 12th house is more so what we're doing behind the scenes, where we go to heal and let go on like more of a spiritual and a mental level. The 6th house is where we go to heal physically. It's where we have good habits and we have a good routine. And the 12th house is where we get a good night's sleep when we go to dreamland, right? So I feel like there's something in regards to that specifically that you're needing to implement and improve on in your life. That's what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you so much. If you want to book a super chat question during this live, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Let's move on to Cancer. Oh, Nicole, I'm so proud of you. You've been sober since New Year's Eve. That's incredible. Good for you. Keep going. I swear it's totally worth it. All right, let's do it. What's up, Lilith? All righty. Cancer. Let's see. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's see what's going on for you for this week. Ooh, there's your card, but it's in reverse. Chariot in reverse. Justice in reverse. Okay, well, Strength in reverse. As my favorite sign, this is not my favorite read. You know. All right, so do I just be blunt? Am I just going to be blunt here? Or, you know, if I'm going to be real with you, if there's like some kind of lawsuit that's going on or something legally, I feel like maybe you guys are a little afraid of some failures here. You're lacking the confidence. Okay, I'm not telling you whether or not you're gonna, I don't know, lose the court case, but I definitely see that it doesn't look the best, right? For some of you, there are some fears around maybe somebody two-timing you. There can be some fears around making some kind of decision that you feel like is very important, but you're refusing to make it because you're not confident in what your options are or what your decision should be. I feel like there is some reprioritization that kind of needs to happen to bring your life back into balance so you can feel more solid and capable. Okay, so it just feels like the Chariot in reverse, you know, it makes me think of so think of like the shadow side of Cancer, right? The shadow side of Cancer can be incredibly fucking moody, really moody. You know, the mood swings are absolutely awful, overly protective to the point of defensiveness, passive aggressive as well. And so for some of you, there's some kind of imbalance in your life that may be creating that energy within you. And so I feel like this is about you guys kind of, you know, put on your big girl or your big boy panties and kind of figuring it out. So if you need to reprioritize something, if you need some help in some way, call on somebody, you know, because I think that you're just feeling a little wacky, to be honest. Also, I want to say it could just be car trouble. You're like, fuck. You know, it can be some kind of car issue as well with that chariot in reverse. So something to think about. All right. Let's see. The Sun, the Knight of Pentacles, the Magician. This is about having the confidence. It's asking you to have the confidence to move slowly but surely. Don't lose your cool. Don't overreact. Don't lose your shit. It's literally telling you with that Magician card that you literally have every single thing that you need in order to create the life that you want. And it can be around your finances and or creatively. So I feel like this is asking you to stay positive even when you're feeling like a basket case. Try to remain optimistic regardless, kind of have the faith a little bit, especially the faith in yourself. Having the faith like in God or something can be more like maybe the Wheel of Fortune or maybe the Hierophant, right? Even the Judgment card maybe, but the Sun and the Magician is more so having confidence in your own creative abilities and or your own mental abilities, because it's saying you got the juice. You just need to take your time, or it's going to take a while getting there. So it's kind of asking for a little bit of patience. We have the High Priestess, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the 10 of Wands. If you've been dealing with somebody here in your life that has caused you some trust issues, or maybe they have the trust issues, this to me feels like somebody is taking responsibility, okay? Taking responsibility for their own trust issues, or somebody else taking responsibility for why they may have caused some kind of trust issues. The reason why I say that is because that's what the Queen of Cups in reverse can kind of be, and the 10 of Wands can be about taking responsibility for, like, the whole thing, okay? That's not the only thing it means. But I also feel like with the High Priestess here, this is about exploring someone's unlimited potential, or exploring your own unlimited potential. What I want to say as well is, if you are feeling a little squirrely this week, which I feel like you are, it may be telling you to take some time alone with that High Priestess energy. Take some time alone, you know, pull out your tarot deck, focus on meditation, things like that, things behind the scenes, and just kind of try to relax while still being able to somehow take care of your responsibilities. Easier said than done, right? Hold your vision. So don't lose sight of what it is that you want, because I definitely feel like you can get it. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Didn't I say like calling somebody if you need help? I kind of feel like that's what it's asking you to do here. So in regards to your vision, don't let go of it. You know, keep going for it. I think you can have it. Just ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help. So thank you so much, Cancer. If you guys want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. All right, Leos. Yeah, the mental clarity is great after you stop drinking, but I think that what is even best is when you start to really rediscover or discover your true potential. Like, cuz you don't realize how much drinking, like if you're somebody who drinks on a regular basis, like to the point of blackouts or whatever, and then you stop doing it, doors open for you. It's almost like magic, like suddenly, like, oh, you know what I mean? It's really interesting. But I am definitely excited for you. So good job. All right, Leo, let's see. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and check it out. What do you have for this week? Oh no, there you are. King of Wands in reverse. So for my feminine Leos, this may be reversed for you guys. Keep that in mind. So you're not feeling super confident, Leo. Not feeling super confident. You know, feeling a little out of your element for some reason. Maybe feeling like, you know, you might get your feelings hurt in some way, or somebody says something to hurt you. The Three of Wands, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Oh boy. Ew. So, um, you know, it's kind of funny because your ruler, the sun, is making a conjunction to Pluto, right? So this is kind of right on par with this, in my opinion. Whatever Leo represents in your chart, whatever placement you have, you can certainly I feel like it's about Pluto too, though, so don't get me wrong. Um, you can certainly feel like a rebirth in some way. I think that you've been waiting for something for some time, and I don't think you've lost your patience per se. Like I think you're still waiting on whatever the thing is. It can be for someone to see your value. It can be that you are waiting on some kind of payment of some sort, some kind of financial thing, but you're kind of like, ugh, like, if you're waiting for a text or something like that from someone, like, ugh, this is kind of, I definitely thought she or he would text me by now, but ooh, okay. You can kind of feel as though, wow, I might have been a little overconfident about this. Okay, so there can be something like that going on here. I want to say as well, be cautious of allowing your kind of ego to run the show, because that seems like that's what's kind of going on a little bit. And if you see, the King of Wands isn't even looking over here, but he is waiting. He may not be looking, or he may be pretending like he's not even worried about it, but he is. Okay, so, and that's okay too. We all do that. So let's see what else. The Knight of Swords. It wants you to take action. It wants you to take action. Eight of Swords in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse. Listen. If you want to know something, ask. If you want communication, initiate it. The Knight of Swords is not going to slow down for anybody. And I feel like it's asking you to do that. I feel like it's asking you to take that action, because there's something that you need to decide on, but waiting around, Three of Wands, Eight of Swords, waiting around for it to come to you. Like, this reading is called What's Coming Towards You. I feel like I don't want to say nothing, but I think that you are on the other side of that, where you are needing to go towards something. You are needing to find out more information. You are needing to take the initiative. You are needing to either apologize or hold somebody else accountable for their behavior. Whatever your thing is, it's asking you not to sit around and wait, because you're like, oh, when will be the right time? Now, this very second. I don't even know why you're watching me. Get out of here, like, you should be, whatever this is. So then you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So it is a bit of a reality check moment, and the moment is here to try to give you an awareness to something that you may have been delusional about in some way, or that you may have clouded your thinking around, or wearing rose-colored glasses, either about yourself or about something or someone else entirely. But it's going to give you a reality check moment about maybe how you've been operating with other people. And what I mean by that is, if you've been feeling as though you need to overgive in some way in order to prove yourself, if you've been overdoing it in some way in order to get some kind of validation, it's giving you a reality check moment that there's some kind of wound around that. Or even for some of you, it can be like this, I don't want to say a feeling of entitlement, but for some of you, maybe, where you're kind of getting a reality check about that, okay? Especially if you're a masculine energy. Work through your fears. Well, there you go, right? Light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. All you need to do is show up. All you need to do is show up. You don't need to show up with 1,000 pounds of jewelry and, your platinum Visa card and your freaking, your social security number, or, a kidney, right? It's just asking you to just be you and understand that that's enough and that's okay. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Leo. Thank you so much. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. I need water. Time for Virgo. Let me get some water. One sec. My daughter's a Leo rising, underdog tarot. She definitely shines wherever she's at. And then my dad's like a Leo sun and a Leo moon. I just can't get away from it. Okay. What are you doing, Valeria? You're so cute. Let me get. Okay. Alrighty. Sure, it could be fierce through your work. Absolutely. You know, just apply it. Apply it as you may. All right. Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's look at your week ahead. What's coming towards you? The Ace of Wands in reverse, feeling a little demotivated. Queen of Wands. Okay. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That's interesting energy. It feels like you're working through something. You're working through what inspires you. There may be this energy of feeling a little lackluster or not really sure what your future holds, or you could feel like a business is failing. You could feel like a relationship is failing, or just the fact that you like literally don't know where the fuck you're going, right? Like what is my legacy? What's my purpose? What am I going to leave behind? You know, it can be that kind of energy. Now, I don't think that you're really thinking of it that way. You're like, fucking figure it out. You know, Queen of Wands, she's very confident in who she is. She you know, very much claims her shadow self. She's not afraid to take the lead. She's not afraid to be who she is. I mean, at least you're looking hot this week. That's a plus, right? Great. We love that for you. But it also makes me feel like there's something that you're wanting to begin, but you're waiting. Why are we waiting? The Lovers. It may be like a really, really big decision that's going to change your life in some way. And maybe you're afraid to make that decision. Maybe you're afraid to communicate something. You're maybe waiting to initiate that relationship or take it to a next level. It can be a plethora of things. Let's see here. 6 of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups. The 4 the 4 of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with a cheapo. Some of you are dealing with a little bit of a cheapo, okay? With that 6 of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. So it's like, okay, we love that. Yay, the Knight of Cups, beautiful, lovely, splendid, stunning, right? And the 4 of Pentacles is like, you know? It's like the person who sweeps you off your feet, and then you're like, oh, wow. Can we go to the park? And they're like, oh, how much is that? You know, it's you know, I'm not saying that's exactly what it is. Now some of you, this is just about you, kind of holding back your own sense of emotions, and maybe because you're holding a grudge. Okay. For some of you, you need to grow up, if I'm being totally honest. Okay. For some of you, it can be that you need to grow up, or it can be that somebody else around you needs to grow up. But to me, it more so makes me feel like there's something holding you back from the past, whether it's a grudge or childhood issues or something like that. But with that Knight of Cups is telling me that you're needing to express yourself in some kind of way, or you're needing to take action in regards to maybe some kind of creative pursuits, or love pursuits even, really, but being responsible with it at the same time. Like slow and steady kind of wins the race with this one. It's almost giving me like the horse of the Knight of Cups, but the guy on the Knight of Pentacles is on the horse of the Knight of Cups. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? So, there also may be something that you're just kind of playing with. Maybe it's something from your past, you know, maybe like a childhood dream or something, and you still kind of flirt with the idea, but it may be asking you to kind of take a risk here, or it may also be asking you to be more responsible with it, right? Instead of playing cards, get an LLC for your tarot business, right? You know, it's like, can be something like that. Then we have the Page of Wands, the 7 of Swords in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse. For some of you, if you have had some paranoia going on, some mental anxieties, whatever it is, there may be a message that you get from someone or an entity or something like that that kind of eases that worry. Because the Page of Wands is like good news. The Seven of Swords in reverse can be like a truth of some sort. The Hermit in reverse just makes me feel like it's some kind of good news that's alleviating some kind of fear. I know you guys love to overthink. It's time to take action. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a poidal. That porta potty. So I feel like you guys need to take action on something that you're creating. And the birth is as a portal to me says that once you create that thing, once you put that out there, okay, once you upload the video, I feel like that's when doors are going to open for you. Okay. Thank you so much, Virgo. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Libra. God help me. All right. All right, Libra. You're welcome, Eric, anytime. What's up, intuition? All right, Libra, let's do it. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look. Four of Swords in reverse. This is kind of your mood for this week. Oh, my goodness. Talk about overthinking. Four of Swords in reverse, Nine of Swords, Judgment. You know, I'm just going to be honest. For some of you, there is some concern about something coming back from the past, having to revisit something from the past, having to take accountability for something from the past, worried about somebody else, you know, hearing the truth about somebody else's accountability that they need to take with you. It's definitely stressing you out. Try to take a chill pill this week. Please try not to overthink things. You're going to drive yourself crazy. But I do feel like there is a huge decision that you're really worried about making, or it's just that you're fearing some kind of truth coming out in some kind of way. So I would, you know, practice meditation, going to work out, painting, drawing, playing the piano, you know, hanging out with your favorite person, right? Whatever the thing is that's going to kind of alleviate those thoughts would be very helpful. So I know that a lot of the times when I'm overthinking in some way, I have to channel that overthinking into something that I know, because when I am overthinking something, I'm like, "Oh, I just take it as my brain is telling me that it wants to work." So I find something else for it to do that's actually going to be positive. So try to do something like that. We have the World in reverse. Yeah, definitely some unfinished business here is what I'm getting from that. There you are, Queen of Swords in reverse. Definitely some unfinished business, I think. That is kind of keeping you in limbo, is what that makes me feel like. Queen of Swords in reverse. It seems like something you're pretty overly emotional about and maybe totally justified, right? But it's asking you to try to take logical steps to communication, logical steps towards seeing a different perspective in regards to how to handle this, in regards to the outcome, whatever it is. But try to be in the present as much as you can and try to think practically and logically and try to communicate practically and logically as well in regards to whatever this unfinished business is. Now, I feel like you need to cut through it. I feel like you need to do it because something has to be let go. Like something has to be let go, whether it's subconscious, mental, emotional, or in the physical world. The Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Fool in reverse. If there's some kind of crappy financial decision that you've made, I feel like that's going to be cleared up by the end of this week. If you made some kind of impulsive decision, or if something is it almost feels like something is keeping you hostage before you can move forward. Like something's holding you back, something's keeping you in limbo, something. It makes me feel like it's just you that's doing that, or like you're waiting on something. I feel like you're gonna get some kind of news that is able to allow you to move with clarity, or some kind of like aha moment, some kind of clarity, a conversation, something like that that's gonna help you get out of whatever this Five of Pentacles is. And that can be abandonment wounds, abandonment issues, money issues, feeling left in the dark, left out in the cold in regards to something specific. Adjustments are required. You're part of a team of souls, call and support. So it's telling you not just to rely on yourself, but rely on others. Kind of reminds me of Cancer's thing. But it's asking you to, call for help. Ask for somebody's opinion, call a CPA, call your Uncle Al that worked, I don't know, as an accountant for years. Call in your life coach, call in your tarot reader, call in your astrologer, whoever it is that you need to call that can help you with this situation. Don't be afraid to do that, because I feel like that's going to help give you a better perspective. So thank you so much, Libra. If you guys want to book a super chat question during this live, then you can find me on hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can check that out in the pinned comment. Or you can check that out in the description box below. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alrighty. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Cups. Okay. There may be somebody that you kind of have your eye on this week. Somebody that you may love very much, or you just have an admiration for, is what it could essentially be. For some of you, you may feel blocked from expressing yourself in some kind of way. You may feel blocked, may feel like the love is not reciprocated. I would be cautious of trying to force something, okay? Some of you can feel a little impatient, you're triple texting someone, quadruple texting somebody, whatever. And I also want to say, be cautious of, like, when it comes to work, when it comes to projects, when it comes to working out, wanting a result so fast that you end up doing a shitty job, right? And what I mean by that is you really want to get this project done for your boss, and so you're rushing it, you're hurrying, and you also want to talk to your man or your girl afterwards, and so you're just trying to rush it, and you end up like shitting the bed, basically. Or you end up working out too hard because you want really fast results, and like you break your back, or you injure your knee or something like that. So just be cautious, because I feel like you could put out something that, or do something that is not really up to your standard. It can also be this energy of feeling quite bored. So you do something impulsive, say something impulsive, and screw it up for everybody. Okay. So just be cautious with that. Could be, some issues with children as well. The Empress, speaking of children, okay, she's the mother. The Empress, the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. Wow. How interesting. Woo, that's a difficult one. So, the Empress, she is all of the queens combined, right? She's the divine feminine. The Emperor is supposed to be the divine masculine. However, in this scenario, the masculine seems to be, he thinks he's in his masculine energy, but he's really not. He's in his feminine energy. He is trying to put the cart before the horse. He needs to do something different, or he needs to be more assertive, making decisions, taking the lead, but it doesn't seem like he's doing that. So I don't know if that's you. I don't know if that is somebody that you're dealing with. I don't know if you're the masculine or the feminine here. The feminine seems to be in a very creative, beautiful energy, which I really, really like. But it also may be saying that, if the feminine is dealing with a masculine who seems to be impulsive, kind of acting like an idiot this week a little bit, we all do it, honey. Okay, we all do it, including myself. then the feminine may be needing to deal with the masculine differently than she normally would, or not deal with him at all. I definitely think that somebody needs to step it up and either match somebody's energy or figure it out for themselves, you know? And that's just my opinion. The Tower, the King of Swords in reverse, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. If you have been, you know, waiting around, if you have been procrastinating on something, if you have been kind of getting some bad advice and taking some bad advice or giving some bad advice or whatever the thing is, whatever has been procrastinated on, where we also haven't been making decisions or, you know, operating in a logical manner in regards to a certain area of our life, something from the outside is going to change that. And you may not see it in the moment, but it is going to change it for the better. So it's going to be something that kind of comes in out of nowhere, breaks something down so that way we can rebuild it. And you're not going to see it in the moment, but it is positive. Told you, luck is on your side. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So this is saying kind of life is what you make it. What colors are you going to use, right? What paintbrush are you going to use? What kind of paper are you going to use? I don't know. I'm not a fucking painter, okay? But it's telling you that really life is what you make it to a certain. You can't control everybody else or what everybody else is doing, but it is saying that whatever it is that you're creating right now, right? Are you kind of schlepping around on things? Are you doing a half-assed job because you're rushing to get to nowhere, you know? It's asking you to change that. It's trying to tell you as well, like you have God's blessing, maybe you have Jupiter's blessing here. You have some kind of blessing. You have like a little sprinkle of fairy dust following you around, but you're still gonna need to do the work. Okay. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. If you would like to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. All righty. You know, I'm going to put these up here. Okay. Sagittarius. Oh, I love that, Deb. I want to see. Your hair looks fabulous. Wow. Thanks, guys. The hair looks amazing, Violetta. Oh, thank you. What's going on today? You guys, stop it. Keep going. The hair flip was fire. Wow. What's going on with all these hair comments? Are you guys trolling me? Does it actually look that good? I love your sweater. Thank you. I love this sweater. It's definitely one of my favorites. All right. Via serving for sure. I feel like I'm being trolled. You guys fucking with me. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and see what's going on or what's coming towards you this week. The Five of Wands in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse. So for my feminine Sagittarians, this may be reversed. Okay, this could be a boss. This could be a business partner. It's a masculine. Okay, so something to keep in mind. And the Two of Cups. Tell me about the King of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Blech. Double gross. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. I need one more on that King of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. I hate the King of Pentacles. I hate the Queen of Pentacles in reverse too. Terrible. Just terrible energy. You know, they think that fire energy is really scary and awful when it's at its worst, but earth energy is ugh, when it's at its worst. My God. Okay. Well, we have a match here, but it's a little twisted. So, reverse this if you guys need to. Sagittarius, you don't seem to want to argue. That's great. We love it, right? You're not trying to get your ego involved. You don't seem to want to fight. You don't want the conflict. You're just like, I'm not, not what is the term? Not my sticks, not my carrots, or whatever the thing is. The King of Pentacles in reverse, however, next to the Two of Cups, I can't say it's all bad. It may just be a little bit of a stubborn energy towards a feminine energy in your life, that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You could feel, first of all, you may be in love with someone, or there may be a very strong connection that you have with another person. But you kind of you're kind of digging your heels in. You could even be being a little condescending in some way. That kind of makes me think of the King of Pentacles in reverse, but it can be because you feel like there's a feminine making a lot of assumptions about you, making up lies or listening to lies or making things up in her head or whatever. So it can have you like, well, I love you, but I'm not listening to this shit, right? It can kind of be something like that. Even if it's a business partner, okay? Even if it's not romantic, you could be like, okay, well, like, listen, I understand you, but I'm not going to move forward until, you stop listening to the crap, or unless you just listen to what I'm trying to tell you instead of what everybody else is, or, unless you're being honest with me, I need you to be honest with me. We need to sign the contract or whatever the thing is. So it doesn't feel like you're trying to fight, but I do think that you are, being stubborn. Not showing up as supportive as you normally would. Emotionally, yeah, but like physically, like in the providing aspect, it seems like there's a little bit of a, short end here. All right, then we have the Two of Cups again. So that's wonderful. The Queen of Swords. Well, there's your feminine, and the World. So I feel like this can be a really strong mutual understanding between two people. And it seems like there's a feminine here who's, trying to be understood, trying to do the understanding, somebody who's trying to connect, even if it's just on a business level. And I do think there's an opportunity for closure or an opportunity to accomplish something in some kind of way. But it is going to ask for that mutual understanding, that conversation, that healthy communication, and that's it. So I think that this is positive, but it's really about how do you want it to go and how are you going to go about it? Okay. And I feel like this feminine energy, you know what? I'm wondering if you're misreading something. I feel like maybe you're misreading something is what I'm wondering, because it's showing me that the feminine is showing up as the Queen of Swords, but your interpretation of the feminine is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. But the Page of Swords in reverse maybe tells me that your perception is wrong. Dare I say to a Sagittarius man, I dare. I think that Queen of Swords, I saw this meme of this guy, or like a video, and it was just him sitting there on the porch drinking a beer, but he had like writing over it, and it said, after all these years, I realized that my wife was always right. I just didn't like her tone. I'm not saying this is your wife, okay? But what I am saying is that's what I feel. I feel like you might be misinterpreting something because maybe you don't like how it's being said. But I do feel like it is the truth. That Queen of Swords. I feel like it's the truth. I just don't like, I think that you don't like that it's coming off as direct or assertive or something like that. Okay. Don't hate me. The Empress, the Ace of Cups. Okay. And the Five of Cups in reverse. Well, there's forgiveness here. There's creativity. There's bonding. There's love. There is understanding. There's apologies, all of that stuff. I mean, this looks beautiful to me. This looks beautiful to me. It's almost like now that we're coming to this mutual understanding, now that we're opening up our minds a little bit, it feels like a feminine energy is responding in a different way. Like now that ooey gooey nurturing, person you were looking for is here now, or something like that. For others of you, it can be that you're getting ready to create something. from a negative situation, something positive, something that can be very beneficial. Some of you are getting somebody pregnant. Okay, or you're getting pregnant. For some of you, that can be it. All right. Bring love into the situation. Wow, what a surprise. And it's happening. Keep holding the vision. So there's something that you want at the end of the day. Here's the world. Guess what? It's telling you that you can have it. But first, you need to know how to act. I know, dare I say, right? But you need to know how to act. It's asking you to be more lovable, being more, you don't need to be so stubborn to get your needs met, right? You don't need to have a big ego about it. You can just be understanding and listen. Listen to understand. Don't listen to talk. Okay. Damn, I feel like I really went in on the Sagittarius. I swear I'm not dating a Sagittarius. I know it probably seemed very fucking personal. I swear to God, I'm not. Okay. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. If you want to book a super chat question with me, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Just check out the pinned chat in the chat box. All right. So let's move on. I'll probably listen to that read like, damn, I just know she's banging a Sag. No, I'm not. No, I am not. What's up, Storytime Kitchen? Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's see what's coming towards you for this week. Let's check out your mood first. The Three of Wands in reverse. Could be some issues with delayed travel plans. Nine of Cups in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Well, Mercury is in your sign, so there certainly can be some kind of travel plans kind of going on right now. Um, mm, you seem to be getting a little frustrated. There's something that you want when it comes to your own personal, individual, emotional fulfillment, but you're not getting it. And it's kind of putting you in a bit of a tizzy. You're starting to get paranoid. When will it ever come? You know, or you're stressing yourself out overthinking about it. Hello, Hermit in reverse. I really want you to be cautious of how you're dealing with your mental problems this week, okay? Or how you're coping with certain things that you're waiting for and you feel like you're not getting. Or, you know, don't go start, you know, doing a bunch of mushrooms, you know, in the woods by yourself at like 3 o'clock in the morning for 10 hours. Like, you know, don't go to the bar and get completely annihilated and then sleep with the first person that you see because you're in a tizzy or whatever. Don't do those things. Not saying that you would usually do that. Just what I'm basically saying is be cautious of how you're dealing with stress, because how you deal with stress is everything. So just be cautious around that. The Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Judgment in reverse. Well, you know, if you've been waiting on something, maybe it's time to stop waiting, you know? If you're waiting around for Grandma Gladys to bring you that blueberry pie, maybe it's time you just give her a call and head on over there. You know, the Judgment in reverse tells me that you're refusing to answer the call. Okay, you're refusing to be honest with yourself. You're refusing to be honest with others. You're refusing to make the big decision. You know, make the big leap, whatever it is, and it's something that's likely gonna bring you either fame or a lot of recognition. It's something that you may be very passionate about, but you got to light the match, buddy. You can't wait around. You can't wait around anymore, like waiting for it to happen or frustrated it didn't happen in the way that you'd hope. So you really got to put on your big boy or your big girl pants, take the horse by the reins and tell it where you want it to go. Um, Tell me about that Judgment in reverse, the Seven of Cups. I feel like you have options available to you, but it's like there's a refusal to look at it. No, 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 you know. Or you're deluding yourself. Anyway, there is something that you're passionate about, or is there something that you really want? And I think that you could have some serious success with it, but you got to make the call. You can't just wait around for Grandma Gladys to bring over her blueberry pie. You know, she's probably got Alzheimer's and she forgot. So, we have the High Priestess in reverse, the Ace of Swords. Well, there you go. Love that for you. So, this to me makes me feel like you're releasing some kind of fear and you're cutting through the crap. Basically, you're cutting through the crap and you're the one that's making the call. You're the one that is taking the action. You're the one that is going for it. You're following your passion, even though there's maybe a little bit of fear here. It can also be that something is being revealed to you that's kind of, I want to say, inspiring you to take some kind of action. A new start is coming. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. We love that. I love that. So some new start is coming in regards to Venusian energy. Maybe it's a new relationship. Maybe it's a new way to make money. Maybe it's a new way to work smarter, not harder. Maybe it is a new beginning in your already relationship that you already have or something like that. But it's asking you to enjoy your fucking life. Enjoy your life. And enjoy the good things and take the bad things with a grain of salt. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. I didn't say Sagittarius, did I? I did say Capricorn, right? I want pie now. Oh my God, right? I have this coffee. It's called blueberry pie. So good. Oh my God, speaking of blueberry pie, have you guys seen the movie Heretic? Have you seen it? It's so good. Please tell me that somebody here has seen Heretic. Oh my God. And also there was another movie called Beau is Afraid. Dude, that felt like life. That just felt like straight up life. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. Have you guys seen either of those? Is it good? Yes, it's so good. It's so freaking good. Well, I don't want to give it away, but Heretic is basically about these two religious girls and they knock on this guy's door and then like kind of all hell breaks loose, pun intended. Right, Bobby? It was so good, right? Is it a horror movie? Yeah, I would say it's a little it's a little bit of horror and a lot of it a psychological thriller. Yeah. It's really good. So good. I love movies like that. Beau is Afraid is also very psychological. I love movies like that. Please check it out. I swear. I will say with Beau is Afraid, like Beau. It's definitely one of those ones where you're like, what the fuck is going on? But you can't turn away. It's like a train wreck. It's really strange. It definitely feels metaphorical. Please watch it though. I don't know. I feel like Beau is Afraid is definitely one of those movies where you have to have an acquired taste for it. Like you got to be like, oh yeah, I'm definitely weird enough to watch this. You know what I mean? Um, you can watch. I know I watch both of those on Amazon Prime. Not a fan of horror, but psychological is good. Well, I mean, like, if you get to a part where you're like, I can't handle this, just turn it off. It was worth the $20 in my opinion. It was definitely worth the 20 bucks. Yeah, Faye, I'm telling you, it's so good. It really is. It definitely made me question a lot of things. All right. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming towards you for the week ahead. Oh, a little moody, are we? Ew. Okay, we get it. The Lovers in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles. What are we deciding upon? The fuck. Okay. So, there's, you can be kind of blaming someone this week. There can be this energy of it's kind of your way or the highway. It can also be something that you feel like is not working in a relationship. And it can be a romantic committed partnership where you're like, yeah, we don't fucking align, dude. You know, you just don't get it. Or our communication sucks, or we have a difference in morals and values. We have a difference in religious or spiritual beliefs, or or you just piss me off, you know, or you're just too conventional, or you're too conservative, right? Because for you to show up as the Hierophant in reverse, this is like, you know, in extreme cases, it can be the cult leader, right? But the Hierophant in reverse can be like, you know, it's a little unconventional. You know, our views are a little unconventional, our morals and our values a little unconventional, you know, and maybe it's not that you don't really feel like you're unconventional. You just may feel that, you know, it just doesn't align with another person, right? It doesn't mean you're weird or anything. But I feel like what you're deciding to do about it, and I feel like you're handling yourself beautifully. You're creating a little bit of an altercation with somebody. That's your decision. And that's your practical decision. That's what you're deciding to do. And I feel like you're just going to bring it up. What I will say is this: when it comes to having a conversation with somebody, it may be that nothing is really getting handled. Nothing is really getting worked out. Everybody, you know, or both people or everybody is trying to get their voice heard, but nothing is actually being said, nor is anything actually being heard. This can also be you being confused about what your own religious and or spiritual beliefs are about. It can also be that you feel like you don't have time for relationships, or you don't have time for church, or you don't have time for education because you're too busy handling work, or you may be conflicted about, you know, giving your time to anything else that is not in the practical and the 3D. It's definitely a heavy energy, you know. Um, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. Ew, God, why does that King of Pentacles in reverse keep coming out tonight? I just hate that guy. Okay. Can I be honest? Do your work and shut up. Like, honestly, if you, and I say this with love, but if you have people at your job, or you have a partner, or you have like a masculine energy in your life that is just, you know, bothering you, condescending, even misogynistic for some of you, or somebody who is abusive, obviously call the cops if someone's abusive, like physically, right? But somebody who's just an absolute drain in some way, it's telling you just to work on you, you know, keep plugging along, keep doing you basically, and work on yourself. Um, it feels like a relationship isn't working out. That's what it feels like. Something is not working out. It's also asking you to ask yourself, is something up to your own standard? Now, if you're this Emperor in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse, you need to ask yourself, is this behavior up to your standard? And if it is, then I think there needs to be some reprioritization or reevaluation around what you think is a good standard. You know, I'm just being honest. If you're a masculine specifically, maybe something to think about, right? Um so yeah. Okay. Be careful of the people you're allowing in your life. The Chariot in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. If there's been some fear, if there's been some fear around taking action towards something, I feel like you're just going to decide to do it. I feel like you're getting unstuck, or you're going to be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore. Okay. That's what that looks like to me. I think that some kind of insecurity that you've had, some kind of jealousy issue that maybe that you've had, if you're a feminine energy, I feel like you are thinking about what your priorities are. You're thinking about where those emotions are actually coming from, and you're deciding to make a choice that has been keeping you stuck for quite a while. So I see this as a positive, in my opinion. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Wasn't I saying something about that before? So I think that when it comes to your day to day, when it comes to the practical decisions and keeping all of the balls in the air, keep doing that. Absolutely. But I think it's very important for you to adopt some kind of spiritual practice, or go to church, or meditate, or, you know, I don't know, whatever other spiritual people do. Okay. Whatever the thing is. I don't take a walk in nature and hug a tree. I don't know, whatever your thing is. But it's telling you to keep doing these things, keep the balls in the air, but don't forget about the other side of life, right? There's the 6th house, which is like the day-to-day work, the routine. Then there's the 12th house, you know, where we go to heal and let go and, you know, sleep, which as a Taurus rising, Taurus moon, I absolutely love. A new romantic cycle begins. So if you drop the 0, I feel like you're going to get yourself a hero, right? So it can be that. Then we have protection, loyalty, safety, trust. So this is about, in regards to romantic relationships, like, safety is key. Safety, trust, loyalty, all of these things are key things within a relationship. And they're also key things that we need to hold within ourselves in order to create a healthy space for another person to share our lives with. So that's what I feel like that is. I did not mean to pull three oracle cards, but congratulations. All right. Thank you so much, Aquarius. If you want to book a super chat question, then you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. All righty. Spankings solve problems. Did you go and watch Baby Girl this weekend? Okay, let's see. All right, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Your mood for this week is the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Cups in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse. Oh, Jesus, honey. Get the hell out of your head. I know, easier said than done, right? But my goodness. Can I be honest with you? All right, I love you so much. And I do this. I do this. Okay. So I get it. I'm a 6th house stellium. I do get it. You are worried about either a breakup or some kind of lack of emotional support. But I want to tell you something. I'm not talking about the thing that you're certain about. Okay. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the thing that you think you're certain about. Because the 9 of Swords is not real. Neither is the Page of Swords in reverse. It's in your head. It's based around how you've allowed the media to affect your brain, how you've allowed whoever else you watch or whatever else you watch to, affect your thinking. And I think it's what we consume and what we watch is just as important as what we eat, in my opinion. Okay. Because it really is it's going to influence how your brain thinks and how you feel. So I want to say, like, for instance, if you guys are in it, let's just say this is like an example. If you guys are in a healthy relationship and you start watching a bunch of content or podcasts about, like, oh, he's cheating or she's cheating, they all cheat, you better check their phone, you better like, stop. Okay. Because I want to say, and that's just an example. Okay. But there's something that you are imagining, most likely because of what you're consuming, that is external from you. The Star in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, the Tower in reverse. What's that Tower in reverse? Sun in reverse. Okay. God, you feel like a feral cat. You feel like a cat. You ever came up to like a cat on the street and you were like, and they like run away, or you see those cats. That's kind of like what I'm getting with this a little bit. I want you to try to stay as optimistic as possible. I want you to engage in healing content this week, or fuck the content, delete your social media for a week and walk out in nature. I know it's cold. Do whatever you need to do, right? Go to the gym. I don't care. Meditate. But it's kind of saying slow and steady wins the race with something. Take your time. Don't cause a shitstorm because of what the media has told you or what the girl on Instagram told you about your boyfriend or whatever it may be. I think that certain things need to change in regards to the way that you view the world, view yourself, your own level of confidence. It could truly be just a confidence issue. Okay. But something's going to change, and it's asking you to implement the change before it's going to be changed for you. It's kind of like that energy of let go or be dragged, right? Um, so it doesn't mean that it's like something needs to change in your life, and it's okay if it takes some time. You don't need to feel like you have to be on the same bandwagon as everybody else or at the same pace as everybody else. Just take your time with what you need to take your time on. And sometimes it's really good to kind of quiet all of the noise that we allow to consume our lives. It's okay to honor our own thinking sometimes instead of what everybody else is telling us or what politics are telling us or what the girl on Instagram or the guy on Instagram is telling us or the red pill community is telling us or whatever the case is, right? And just being at one with our thoughts and just taking our time to change the things that we need to change within self. I hope that makes sense. The Wheel of Fortune, love it. The Seven of Wands, love it. The Four of Swords, love it. Look at that. Absolutely love that. So this is about you letting go. I feel like you're doing it. I feel like you're literally doing the thing that I just told you to do, where you're letting go of control and you're like, you know what, fuck it, you know? I think that you are keeping to yourself. I feel like you're doing exactly what I just told you to do, where you're like, everybody fuck off. I'm deleting my social media, right? The seven of wands, you see him up there and he's like basically telling everybody to F off, right? And I feel like that's kind of what you're doing. I don't think you're actually saying that out loud, but I think that you are maintaining your peace. I think you're maintaining your peace. And I feel like some of you have some good karma coming in that you don't realize. You and your loved ones are safe. See, if you're worried about some family issues, 10 of Cups in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, it's not real. Not saying what you're feeling isn't real. Not saying that the stress that your thoughts are causing you are not real, but something is actually not happening that you think is happening. Activated Earth, trust where you're led. So this is about trusting and letting go. You're going to be fine. I don't know what the thing is that you're worried about, but I promise you're going to be fine. Okay. I mean, at least with whatever this is. Okay. This is a general reading though. So if you need to get a personal, please feel free to do that. All right, Pisces, thank you so much. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Okay. All right. Now it is time for super chat questions. Thanks, Dark Matter. Uncanny, Bratty. Wow, I hardly ever get called that anymore. No problem, sissy. All right. Time to do these super chat questions. Feel free to get your questions in before I get out of here. All righty. Let's see. We have Monica. Is the contract with one of my jobs finishing soon? If so, next steps. Let me see. Is it? No. No, it's not. Sorry. I got the Magician in reverse. Why is that? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody still needs you to work on something. There's still more work to be done. Queen of Pentacles. There's something maybe financially kind of happening here. But something isn't manifesting in the way that maybe they had thought or somebody had thought in regards to some kind of work. Can we get some advice for that? Kind of hang tight with that Strength in reverse and the Two of Wands. Is asking you not to make any impulsive decisions regarding something. Take your time making decisions. There may be a path here that you're needing to choose. At some point, it's asking you to take the path less traveled, whatever that means for you. But I would say don't do anything impulsive. Don't like try to jump the gun on something. Just try to have patience. Thank you so much, Monica. I hope that that helped. Then we have Ebony. Will Ashley return my text from January 15th? If so, what will her response be? Is she going to answer this text this week from Ebony? King of Swords is yes. It may come off as a little cold. Five of Swords is how she's going to respond. How else is she going to respond? There may be this energy of like, wah, wah, you know, you snooze, you lose, or this energy of, I just feel like I can't really win. There may be some trust issues kind of happening here. She may be a little overly emotional or having these trust issues, and that may kind of come out in her communication with you. I do think that with that Six of Cups, she's probably going to provide some kind of space for you to be able to share what it is that you're feeling. I feel like she does have some kind of affection towards you with that Six of Cups, but either trust has been broken or she's feeling a little overly emotional for some reason. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I need one more. The Seven of Pentacles. That's interesting. She may be not communicating in the way that you want, or you may feel like she is either taking advantage in some way, or be careful of her asking for money. But if you know that's not something that she does, then don't worry about it. But you could kind of feel like maybe she doesn't appreciate you in some way, but she's still invested in another. Or like in another way. Or it may be that you do feel like she's taking advantage of you in some way, or she's only invested in order to get something out of it, or she communicates that that's how she feels about you. Okay. So you know her better than me, right? The end of a tough cycle approaches, and perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So I feel, I'm not saying that this doesn't matter. Okay. It's just the cards, right? But it's saying that there's something that's going to come to a head, or something that's going to end that's been a little difficult, but it's saying try not to get lost in the details of something. And it's asking you to try to find common ground with this person. Or it may be saying that you are focusing on the wrong issue, or there's another way to go about something. Thank you so much, Ebony. I really appreciate you. Afia, hi. What are the good things coming my way in the near future? Show me only the positive coming towards Afia within the next 3 months. The Two of Swords in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Swords. If you have felt victimized in some way, or you felt like somebody has been a liar or been a little bit of an emotional manipulator, I feel like this is going to be the time within the next 3 months where you make a decision to end that thing. Okay. And it is a positive. It may not feel it in the moment, but it is a positive, and you're going to see why soon. If you have been feeling like a victim, or you've been feeling taken advantage of, or you have felt very naive in some kind of direction, this can be the time where you start being very honest with yourself about that thing, and then you end it. Okay. So I do feel like something's ending, but it's positive. Because on the Ten of Swords in traditional Rider-Waite tarot, right, you see him laying on his stomach. He's stabbed in the back with 10 swords, but you see him holding up a symbol like this in his hand. This is a symbol of good luck. So it means like fortune after difficulty. The Nine of Pentacles. Love that. Looking good, feeling good, smelling good. Your money's looking pretty good. You may decide to go on a trip soon, or you may get some kind of communication from somebody about maybe some kind of financial opportunity, but something may be moving very fast. Yeah, look, could be a collaboration of some sort. It's really funny because I was thinking that when I saw that Eight of Wands come out, but I didn't say it. I'm kind of mad that I didn't say it. The Nine of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands and the Three of Pentacles tells me that you're kind of doing your thing, and I feel like people are taking notice, or somebody specifically is taking notice. That's going to give you the opportunity to collaborate or work with another person on something that may be important to you. Or there may be an opportunity for you to learn something from someone else, or somebody learn something from you. So overall, it's a net positive. Nothing will come of this situation. I feel like that's what this is. So if you're worried about whatever this is, or you're worried something negative is going to come from that, I don't think that you're correct. And then you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. That's probably what that top section is. So it's just saying, like, do you, and don't worry about the rest, honestly. I know, simple advice, but that's what I got for you. Thank you so much, Afia. Always good to see you. And if you'd like to leave me a review, let me know how I did. That would be awesome. Hope you're doing well. And then we have L. Hi, V. Will I get an offer from any of the jobs I interviewed for recently? Outlook and or advice, please. Okay, let me see. Temperance, that would be a yes. I'm getting like a couple. You may actually get a couple of interviews, or you may get a couple of callbacks with that temperance energy there. I feel like you're going to be happy with the outcome. The hangman just tells you to sit back, relax, just chill out for a little bit, wait it out. Try not to, yeah, see, Four of Pentacles, just chill out. It's coming, especially with that temperance energy there. Don't like sit there and start worrying about things and twiddling your thumbs and, drinking so much caffeine that you lose your mind. You start to run around looking like a paranoid cokehead, right? Just, it's telling you that you're going to get something. You're probably going to get a couple of offers. It's just telling you to kind of wait for a little bit, but you're going to get it. So don't worry about it. Thanks a lot, Elle. We have Playboy Bunny. Hello, how is Jonathan feeling about me? I've been reserving my energy a bit lately. Tired. Nine of Wands in reverse. Justice in reverse. He might be on the brink of kind of giving up a little bit, or he may just feel exhausted because he feels like something isn't being reciprocated, a decision isn't being made, or it's not equal. Essentially, he may feel that way. Five of Pentacles. He's feeling kind of left out. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting insecure off of the Page of Pentacles in reverse for some reason. I usually don't get that, but I'm getting like insecure in some way. There's maybe a fear. The Five of Pentacles isn't just about being left out in the cold or blocked communication, although that can be it as well. It can talk about a fear of not being enough, a fear of not doing enough, a fear of not knowing enough, whatever, not being enough in general. And so he could feel like he's a part of that, and he could fear that there's some kind of missed opportunity once again. Thank you so much, Playboy Bunny. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to leave me a review, I would greatly appreciate it. All right. Oh my God, we have Kathy. Hey, gorgeous. Hoping for some career advice, pretty please. I love my job some days, but high stress is an understatement. Not sure whether to make a change or what. Advice? I appreciate you. Sure. The Four of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. There can definitely be some emotional suppression. The Knight of Cups in reverse can, and I know you're like, yeah, fucking obviously, right? But the Knight of Cups can kind of show up when we feel like we don't know where we belong, or something does not feel emotionally healthy for us. So it's asking for us to either invite love into our lives, to go and pursue it specifically. Oh, India, thank you so much for that tip. I really appreciate that. Or to find some kind of creative project or creative ability that you can utilize, something that feels like an outlet, something that doesn't feel like work. It also may be asking you with that Seven of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it may be asking you to strategize in regards to, I'm not telling you to quit your job, but maybe something different, or maybe there is a way to work smarter, not harder. Maybe there is a way for you to start investing or learning about stocks, or maybe there is a way for you to start an online business of some sort. Maybe you can strategize in regards to that way, right? That can kind of help you maybe just become more part-time because you have this other thing that's suitable for you, etc. So it's something to certainly look into. I know that once I started working from home, I was like, yeah, period. We have nothing is yet set in stone. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. When you get the first opportunity, I want your ass on that couch, right? I want your ass on that couch. If you can, please make sure that you're getting to sleep early. I know we all have that kind of revenge sleep mentality where it's like we work all day, we give our entire lives to other people's lives, or we give it away to work. We get, we exchange our time for money. But I swear a good night's sleep will completely change your life, change your perspective. And I guarantee that you'll either be waking up a lot earlier or you'll just be having more energy to do the things that you love and to do the things that you don't love as well, right? But it's telling you to make sure that you are taking care of your body, make sure you're getting plenty of rest, make sure that you're eating right. All of these things are, very fundamental to our quality of life. So something to think about as well. When it says nothing is yet set in stone, it's once again, this is mutable moon energy. So it's asking you, like, this doesn't have to be it. Isn't that great? Isn't that great news that this doesn't have to be all there is? And there are so many resources out there in regards to the internet and YouTube videos and whatever else that you can literally do damn near anything within your skill set, right? So I love you, Cassie. I hope you're doing good. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review on Hypsee to let me know how I did, that would be awesome. S, what are his most recent thoughts about me? Thank you. Wow, I just spit all over my desk. That was cute. 10 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Cups. He may feel like you want to get together because you have some things on your mind. He may feel like you kind of want to let off, get together, go out with friends. He may feel like that's how you cope. 10 of Wands in reverse. Because 10 of Wands in reverse is like, I don't want to take responsibility for this right now, or I don't want this heavy load. I don't want all this work, etc. And the 3 of Cups is like when you just kind of want to let off some steam. You want to hang out with friends. You want to reconcile with somebody. So he kind of may think that that's where you're at in some way. If you guys are going through like a breakup or a separation, there may be times when he tries to move on with that Fool, but the Death in reverse may be him feeling like he can't let go of you, or he has a hard time making that change, or he has a hard time actually moving on because he's still stuck with you emotionally. Because I needed to know what his feelings were. If you guys are not having that kind of issue, it can be an energy of him wanting a new start with you in some way and wanting to let bygones be bygones, or wanting, you to forgive him in some way or whatever it is. But there may be some changes that he's refusing to make, or he feels like you're refusing to make. So it can be this energy of something needs to change, but it's a little too hard to do that, or we don't want to do that. Does that make sense? So that is what I have for you, S. Thank you so much. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review to let me know how I did, I would be grateful. All righty, you guys. I gotta get on here. I gotta go. I love you guys. Have a good one. Let me see. From here on out, you guys, if there are any super chat questions that you have, they would have to be answered either tonight or tomorrow. Okay, so I still do recorded requests and stuff like that, so something to keep in mind. All right, you guys, I gotta get out of here. I hope you have a good one. Rick and Lori, thank you guys so much. Kinez, I know that you're over there somewhere. Oh, there she is. Thank you so much to India as well. Thank you so much for the tip. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you for showing up. I will be live again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Talk to you soon. Bye.